Hi, good to see you again. I'm Graham Martin, I'm the Recruitment Guy. You know, if you're applying for a job, one of the biggest issues facing a candidate, an applicant, is communication. And if you look on a lot of the other videos I've put together, it's been about asking questions, preparation for interview, maybe even a little bit about knowing the kind of person you're going to sit in front of. But this next series of videos is about understanding communication styles, particularly verbal communication styles, and indeed appreciating that you're going to be interviewed by a certain kind of individual, and if you can understand how that person ticks, how they think, then you can actually do better at interview. Because certainly if you adopt a similar interview style, then subconsciously the interviewer is much more likely to think, yes, they're like me. So there's a whole subconscious dialogue going on between two minds, whereupon the interviewer thinks, you know what, yes, this person's on the same wavelength. Now, when you think about the people that you know in your life, your friends, your family, and certainly your work colleagues, some people you'll always get on better with, better than some other people. Now, have you ever wondered why that is? Well, actually, it's a scientific reality that we all have different personality types. Now, you can actually apply for a psychometric or a personality profile on you. You can pay money or you can get some stuff done for nothing on the internet. But essentially there are 4 different personality types. And whether you're using Thomas International, McQuaig, Myers-Briggs or Belbin, there are predominantly 4 different types. And the language used for each different type will have a variance, but nonetheless there are some huge similarities in what every single one of these personality profiles will tell us about either ourselves or the person that we're actually being interviewed by. Now, of course, in an ideal world, it'd be great, wouldn't it? You could send off a form to your interviewer and say, you know, would you complete this in advance of our meeting so I can find exactly what kind of person you are, so I know exactly how to adapt my communication style so I can get the interview. Well, you know what? That's never going to happen. Often it happens the other way around though, of course, doesn't it? They'll send you a form along with your application form for you to complete because they want to know what makes you tick. Now, it'd be impossible in a series of videos like this to explain in detail exactly the differences between the personality types, but I'm going to try and give an overview in the next 4 videos. Now, let's just try and talk about the categories. Now, let's just think about Thomas International. They have a profile system based upon 4 initials, D, I, S, C. There's no O, unfortunately, it's not disco, it's D, I, S, C, disc. Now, that stands for dominant, influence, compliance and stability. Now, I've actually done the wrong around, but I'm not going to start all over again because the person pressing the button will kill me. It's D-I-S-C, not D-I-C-S. Dominance, influence, stability and compliance. Now, in the next series of videos, I'm going to tell you for a high dominant individual what to expect, how you can communicate with that individual more effectively, and how you can tailor your responses, your communication style, so that subconsciously they'll appreciate that you're the kind of individual that they want to hire. And this works in any situation, whether you're going for an interview, or you're going for an appraisal, or a one-to-one, or just sitting down having a chat. The next category is the high I's, the influencers. These are people that, again, are going to really appreciate the fact you put yourself out to communicate with them in their language. The high S, the stability people, and the high C's, again, we're going to give you individual hints and tips that will help you communicate with these people more effectively. So we're going to talk about the kind of roles they actually occupy, their communication style, how they might dress, what their offices might be like. Because if we don't have the ability to send them an application form in advance of a meeting, I need to give you some top tips to understand exactly what kind of person you're dealing with at first look. So we'll see you on the next video. Bye!